Alright guys, Raw Rossler here, and today I thought I'd give you a quick channel update. Now I know it's been a while since I did my last video on this channel. I believe it was my second and third viewing of Avengers video that I posted, I'm going to say towards the end of May. I'm sorry, that was a long time ago. That was towards the end of April, sorry. So it has been over a month since I've done a video. I do apologise for that. I didn't put a Backlash video up. Basically because Backlash actually aired a day before my birthday, and I decided that I would spend my birthday doing something other than watching Backlash, even though in the end I did end up watching Backlash. Backlash was a pretty bad show, so in the end I just didn't feel like reviewing it. I didn't think it honestly had there was loads to talk about. I could have sat there for 30 plus minutes talking about that show, but it wouldn't have been in a positive light. And because I watched it on my birthday on the 7th of May, I didn't feel like reviewing it on that day. I didn't feel like wasting another hour talking about that show, having to upload it and all that sort of stuff. All I'll say now is that the opener with The Miz and Seth Rollins was an excellent IC title match. Too many finishers, but an excellent IC title match nonetheless. The rest of the show you could completely skip. It was painful, the finishes, the booking was actually really, really poor, and I just think that they dropped the ball with that Backlash show tremendously. So basically this video I'm just going to talk about a couple of things I've been up to, what's been going on in the month since I had last uploaded a video. So I guess we'll start with Solo. I've seen Solo twice now in cinema. I think it's a very good Star Wars film. I don't think it's as good as Force Awakens. I still don't really think it's as good as Last Jedi, but I do think it's better than Rogue One. Rogue One was a film that I never got to review. I didn't like it a lot when I first watched it, but when I watched it again, I found it to be quite charming. But Solo I think is a little bit better than that. I think Donald Glover's quite excellent in it as Lando Calrissian. Although I do think that Han Solo in it, I can't remember his name, is like Aaron Earhart or something like that. I don't think he quite has the charm or the personality to take that role of Han Solo and to build the camaraderie with Chewie and Lando. I think the camaraderie in that movie is really false and fake. But I do think that, you know, as I said, Lando, I thought Donald Glover was really, really good, and I thought that Woody Harrelson was really good as Tobias Beckett as well. I thought it was worse, actually, in my second viewing, as I went to go watch it the other day. What else has been going on for us? Well, obviously I bought Detroit Become Human. I haven't finished that yet. I will just say I also haven't finished God of War yet. I bought that game on release, April 20th. Still haven't had a chance to finish God of War yet. That is a game that I plan on finishing. As soon as I get back to Lincoln, obviously at the minute, different surroundings. I'm at home in Grimsby, preparing for the World Cup. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, Detroit Become Human. Very, very good game so far. Haven't finished it yet either. I plan on finishing it before I go back to Lincoln. I have it with me. I have my PS4 with me. But I only brought 2 games. I only brought Detroit and FIFA. But yeah, it's very, very good. I don't think it's as good as Heavy Rain, but a step up from Beyond, I think. And I think that, you know, and Fahrenheit is a game I've never played, so I can't say anything about that. But yeah, very, very good game. The World Cup starts on Thursday. Today is Tuesday, so I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, England. I bought my England shirt before I came home. I got Kyle Walker on the back. Super excited to see how well we do in that. Should we move on to wrestling? I think we should move on to wrestling. So Dominion was the other day, and I've only watched the 2 last matches, the IC title match between Tetsuya Naito and Chris Jericho, and the 2 out of 3 falls IWGP Heavyweight Championship match between Kazuchika Okada, my favourite wrestler in the world, and Kenny Omega. That match was truly spectacular. It was honestly one of the best matches I have ever seen. Maybe. When I first watched it, I was stunned. I love the Wrestle Kingdom 11 watch. That is one of my favourite matches of all time. That Dominion match may edge it. I think the drama, the psychology of Okada winning the first fall with a roll up, the fact that Kenny won the second fall with the One-Winged Angel, and you were like, oh my god, the third fall, Okada's got to win now with the Rainmaker. But though Kenny Omega shocked the world, and he won. He won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. It took 3 One-Winged Angels. Okada never kicked out of one though, so I loved the psychology of that match. My favourite wrestler in the world lost the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, but what a match and what a man to lose it to. Kenny Omega is the most deserving heavyweight champion currently probably in wrestling, and is he the best wrestler in the world? I'd say second to Kazuchika Okada, but damn, that man deserves that heavyweight title reign, and if he's going against Cody, That's cool. Please don't have Cody take it. You need to have, I'd say, Omega go to the Dome and obviously defend it. I don't know who against. It seems like Naito could be the one because he lost the IWGP Intercontinental Championship to Chris Jericho. If I was going to rate the Okada-Omega match, by the way, guys, I'd give it 5 stars. Like, yeah. I'd give it 6 if I could, but like, no, it's 5. But yeah, the obviously the IWGP Intercontinental title match was Tetsuya Naito and Chris Jericho, and this was so different from anything else on that Dominion show. It just had an intensity and like a ruthlessness and a violence that no other match had. Like, it was brutal, and they went like 5-6 minutes before the bell even rang, and there was a pile driver through a table, and Jericho obviously won. Jericho, shockingly, I think, won the Intercontinental title, a 10-time Intercontinental champion now. The 2 Canadians walk into a Japanese wrestling promotion, both leave with gold. Yeah, that was an awesome match. Not as good as the main event, obviously, but awesome match there as well. Also this weekend we had the UFC 225 show. Now I watched obviously the Punk fight. I've only really watched that from it because that was the only thing I was truly interested in. Yeah, the Punk fight was bad. Now Punk should get some credit. He survived 3 rounds against Mac Jackson. Mac Jackson was honestly really poor. Like, I have never seen such two so poor athletes compete in the UFC. CM Punk should honestly retire from this now. He's done. He should not get another UFC fight. I get he's a name, but I think, as Dana White has said anyway, you won't be getting another fight. So it doesn't seem like Punk is going to get another fight. I don't think Mike Jackson should get another fight either, but Dana White has said that as well anyway. Also this week we had the weird Enzo Amore Real One Phoenix song was released, and I found this interesting because obviously Enzo Amore, as soon as that rape thing came out, you know, Enzo Amore raped this girl, and he got suspended from WWE first, and then they fired him. As soon as that came out, I think everyone was on his back, and I think now everybody owes him an apology because he, you know, there's no substantial evidence. Like, it's just, everyone owes this guy an apology, and he did this song, and it's a catchy song. Phoenix by Real One, check it out on YouTube. It is a catchy song, and yeah, have a listen to it. It's brutal. It's brutally honest, though, I think, at the same time. And you can tell that Enzo had so much, or I can't remember his real name, Real One, had a lot to get off his chest. And I think kudos to him. I think there's too many rappers who do that same style for him to truly, like, excel in the genre. But touche, he honestly piqued my interest, and I will see what other music he produces. But yeah, that was kind of exciting. I got another tattoo. I've got a tattoo on my leg. Obviously, I've got my Mass Effect one on my wrist. I can't show you the one on my leg because I mean I've got like bend and stuff. But yeah, I've got a Captain America tattoo on my leg. It's his shield just on my tattoo, and it's to protect me from. It's an unbreakable shield for a person with an unbreakable will. Is how I worded it. But so yeah, I've got another tattoo. What else has been going on? I've finished my 2nd year of uni now, so this is why I'm at home. And I guess the last thing really I should talk about is the 2 WWE pay-per-views that are going to be going on this weekend. Now on Saturday it is NXT TakeOver Chicago 2. I won't be able to watch this live because it's my cousin's birthday on the Saturday, and I will be at his attending a party. So I won't be able to watch it live. I'll probably watch it on the Sunday, and I may do a review for it on that Sunday as well. So that show looks to me, I know a lot of people have kind of said, oh, it doesn't look as good as the New Orleans show, and I agree, but like it still looks like a really solid card. You've got Aleister Black and Lars Sullivan, which I think could be the most intriguingly cool, different match NXT may have ever done. Like, it just sounds so weird to have Lars Sullivan, this big Braun Strowman-esque giant, against the MMA master that is Aleister Black. It sounds awesome. I expect Aleister Black to retain, but it sounds awesome. Then we have, obviously we have Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, these shocking tag team title contenders against Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, the Undisputed Era. Now that, to me, could be the match of the show. If Gargano and Ciampa, who we'll get to now, don't excel. Like, I don't expect Lorcan, nearly, Birch and Lorcan to win the belts. I expect an Undisputed Era retain. But I think that match could be fantastic because they had a really, really good six-man on NXT a couple of weeks ago. So I think that tag match could be awesome. I think we could be back to the days where it's like Revival, DIY, those quality matches. Obviously, we have Ciampa, Gargano, Street Fight. I'm a little bit upset that this is happening, but at the end of the day, it's Gargano, Ciampa. It's going to be a fantastic match. It will be the match of the show. I imagine it'll be the match of the weekend. For the NXT Women's title, we have Nikki Cross going against Shayna Baszler. Interesting choice there. I thought they'd save Dakota Kai for a pay-per-view. Obviously not. Obviously, Dakota Kai had her women's title match on NXT a week ago, and it was okay. And obviously that's when Nikki Cross came out. I'm quite excited for Nikki Cross to get a singles pay-per-view takeover NXT Women's title match because she's never had one. She's been in a 3-way and a 4-way, but she's never had a singles match. So I am interested to see what they do with that. And then the final match on the card is Velveteen Dream and Ricochet. Again, one of the matches I think could steal the show because of how amazing Ricochet is and how great Velveteen Dream is at such a young age. So impressive. 23. Now that is 2 years really, 3 years older than me. That is so impressive at such a young age. So that takeover show looks excellent. I think it looks great. The Money in the Bank show has so many matches again, and I'm getting sick of these WWE pay-per-views having 10 matches plus every single time. And now it's come out of the woodwork that the WWE want every pay-per-view now to be 4 hours, which I don't know, just makes them less special. And there's 2 ladder matches, obviously. The men's ladder match, you've got Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, one member of the New Day, The Miz, and 2 other SmackDown guys, Rusev and... I've got to get it. Rusev and... Oh, I can do this. I can't do it. I genuinely can't do it. I can't think of the other one, I'm sorry. But yeah, so those 8 guys, I can see either Finn Balor or that member of the New Day winning, because I think they've built that who is it going to be up quite a lot, and I think a good payoff would be to have that person shockingly win, and then you can do a New Day kind of world title thing, and I get that you've got so much talent that you need to get in that world title picture, but maybe freshening it up a bit with a New Day member could be exciting, and I think people would actually kind of like that. And then you've got the women's one. I think that one's... I'm thinking Ember Moon, but is that too easy? Maybe Alexa Bliss. I think Money in the Bank has always worked better with a heel, so Alexa Bliss maybe, but she's already won the belt, so I'd kind of like it to go to someone who hasn't won the women's title yet. So you've got, obviously, there's Alexa, Natalya, Ember Moon, and Sasha Banks. I don't think Sasha Banks is winning. I don't really see Natalya winning. And then on the SmackDown side, you've got Charlotte, Becky Lynch, someone else. Yeah, and someone else. I have no idea. I'd say probably Ember Moon then. Now I can't really name it. Ember Moon or Alexa Bliss, I think. But I think I should probably really go Ember Moon. Let's give new blood to the division. And obviously you've got the last man standing matchup, AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. I think they're going to screw Shinsuke Nakamura again here, which upsets me a little bit, but what can you do? And then, the rest of the card is just kind of there. Elias and Seth Rollins, which I hope Elias doesn't take the belt. I don't see as much in him as everyone else does. You've got the SmackDown Tag Team titles, Bludgeon Brothers, Gallows and Anderson. That's an interesting one. You've got the Woken Warriors against the B Team. That's another kind of interesting one. And then you've got both women's titles matches, which do feel big. I will say Carmella and Asuka. Please, can we get the belt off Carmella, please? I'd appreciate it if she didn't hold the belt anymore, and I don't want Asuka to lose again. And then you have Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax. One that is hard to predict, because Ronda got the better of Nia on Raw this week, and it kind of threw in my mind that Ronda's going to lose, but you can't have her lose, she's Ronda Rousey. So I was thinking DQ or a count out or something like that. But yeah, that's the Money in the Bank show. Those 2 shows this weekend, I do think are both going to be really, really good. I think the Money in the Bank show will not be as good because of the length, obviously, as usual. Which, it's what cripples these main roster shows most of the time. Although Backlash, it was crippled by everything except the opener. But yeah, it's been a weird couple of weeks. Like I'm sorry for not putting up a Backlash review or doing like a solo video review. Even though I've gone to see it twice. I've just had a lot on. I've been doing a lot of stuff, and obviously I'm home now. I have a new niece, which is really exciting. My niece Lucy Aurora Acethorpe. She's adorable, and I love her to bits. I'm going to see her in a couple of days just to hang out before I go home. And yeah, guys, I guess thanks for watching. I guess this is kind of like a kind of a culmination of me just throwing loads of things that I just wanted to throw at you and just talk about and just mention. I got a tattoo. I watched wrestling, I watched Dominion, I watched UFC, I got a game, like I've done all these different things, and it's been exciting and a crazy couple of weeks, honestly. Like a lot has happened after the exams, and now I'm glad that it's all over and I've got a bit of a break, and I can't wait to start uploading content for you guys again. As I said, the plan is to upload that NXT TakeOver review probably on the Sunday. It might be late on the Sunday, and then that Money in the Bank review will be uploaded hopefully on the Monday. I'm not going home back to Lincoln, I don't think, until maybe the Tuesday, because I'm going to stay on Monday and watch the first England game with my parents, as I hope all my viewers are going to watch the first England game. It's our country, it's our nation, we've got to be somewhat patriotic and we've got to follow them to the end, and the end will probably be the group stage. So guys, thanks for watching. This has been Revolve Rosslot. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think to some of the stuff I've been up to? What do you think to my new tattoo, I suppose? What do you think to Detroit Become Human, if you played it? What do you think to the Dominion main event, Kazuchika Okada and Kenny Omega? Do you think it's the best wrestling match in history? What did you think to Solo, if you've seen it? And I guess, what do you think to the Money in the Bank and NXT TakeOver cards? Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Revolver Rosslot.